The bank statement landed on my desk like a lead weight, crushing the last vestiges of my trust. There it was, a credit card I'd never applied for in my name with a balance that could buy a small house. $75,000. Welcome to Cheating Story Exposed. Please subscribe. My name is Daniel, and I'm an architect who just redesigned my life's blueprint. I stared at the statement, the numbers blurring through a haze of disbelief. How could this happen? I'm meticulous with my finances, bordering on obsessive. I shredded everything with my name and address on it. Identity theft was a constant worry, but this wasn't some faceless hacker. This was closer, my wife, Olivia. The thought clawed its way into my mind, unwelcome and terrifying. We'd been married for 8 years. 8 years of shared dreams, intertwined lives, and, apparently, elaborate lies. Hook 1, discovered wife had second credit card in my name with $75K debt. Fraud investigation revealed her boyfriend helped. And now I'm facing bankruptcy and a divorce I never saw coming, all because she wanted a lavish lifestyle with asterisk him. I guess I'll be designing dog houses for a living. I reread the statement, searching for any explanation, any glimmer of hope that this was a mistake. The card was issued by Capital One, a company I'd never done business with. The billing address was our address. My blood ran cold. I decided to play it cool, at least for now. I couldn't confront Olivia without proof. I needed to understand how this happened, and more importantly, why. I called Capital One, my voice carefully neutral. Good morning, I'm calling about an account ending in 4789. I believe there may be some fraudulent activity. The customer service representative, a woman named Brenda, was surprisingly helpful. After verifying my identity, or rather, the identity someone had created in my name, she gave me some basic information about the account. It had been opened about a year ago. The authorized user was Daniel Hayes, me, but the phone number listed was different. I wrote it down, a knot tightening in my stomach. This was getting deeper, more deliberate. Hook 2, discovered wife had second credit card in my name with $75K debt. Fraud investigation revealed her boyfriend helped, and the worst part is, she acts like I'm the one who ruined everything by finding out. I thought I knew her, but apparently I was married to a financial criminal. That evening, Olivia arrived home from her yoga class, radiating the usual post-workout serenity. I plastered on a smile, trying to act normal. Hey, honey, how was class? I asked. Great, she said, tossing her mat into the corner. Tough workout, but I feel amazing. That's good, I replied, my voice betraying none of the turmoil churning inside me. I was thinking we could order takeout tonight. What do you say? Sounds perfect, she said, kissing me lightly on the cheek. As she went to change, I grabbed my laptop and slipped into my home office. It was time to start digging. The phone number Brenda had given me. I ran it through a reverse lookup website. The results were unsettling. The number was registered to a temporary burner phone. Untraceable, professional. Hook 3, discovered wife had second credit card in my name with $75K debt. Fraud investigation revealed her boyfriend helped. And now I'm stuck trying to navigate the legal mess while battling crippling anxiety and insomnia. Who needs enemies when you have a spouse? Over the next few days, I became a digital detective. I checked our bank accounts, credit reports, everything. I found nothing else suspicious, which was almost more alarming. This seemed targeted, specific to this one credit card. I decided to focus on the credit card statements. Brenda at Capital One had been able to send me copies of the last 12 months. I spent hours poring over them, meticulously tracking every purchase. High-end boutiques, fancy restaurants, luxury hotels, the spending habits of someone living a life far beyond our means, and then I saw it. A recurring charge for a membership at the elite yacht club. Olivia hated boats, my mind raced. Who would she be taking to a yacht club? I knew she'd been complaining about her yoga instructor, calling him creepy. But I dismissed it. Now I wasn't so sure. I needed more information about this yacht club. I spent the next day working from home, which really meant staking out the elite yacht club. I parked across the street, pretending to read a book, and watched. After a few hours, I saw her, Olivia, dressed in a stunning white dress, disembarking from a sleek yacht, and next to her a man, not me. He was tall, handsome, and radiating the kind of confidence that only comes with money. He placed his hand on the small of her back. His name was Greg. I followed them, not closely, but enough to see them enter a lavish restaurant. My blood boiled. I wanted to storm in there, confront them both, but I knew I couldn't. Not yet. I needed evidence. Concrete, irrefutable evidence. Hook 4. Discovered wife had second credit card in my name with $75K debt. Fraud investigation revealed her boyfriend helped. And I'm absolutely devastated, not just by the money, but by the sheer level of deception and betrayal. Turns out, till death do us part meant, till she met a guy with a boat. I hired a private investigator, a woman named Ava. She was discreet, professional, and ruthless. I explained the situation, showed her the credit card statements, the yacht club membership, the photos I'd taken. I need proof, I said. I need to know the extent of their involvement. Ava got to work. Within a week, she had a dossier that would make any prosecutor salivate. She tracked Olivia and Greg's movements, documented their meetings, and even managed to obtain copies of their text messages. The texts were damning. They discussed the credit card, the purchases, the need to keep it secret. Greg was clearly involved, possibly even the mastermind behind the scheme. He'd even helped Olivia fill out the credit card application, forging my signature. I felt a surge of anger, a burning rage that threatened to consume me, but I fought it down. I wouldn't let them see me lose control. I would be calm, calculated, and strategic. I called a lawyer, a shark named Mr. Thompson. He listened intently as I laid out the case, his eyes gleaming with predatory interest. "This is a textbook case of fraud and conspiracy," he said. "We can sue Olivia and her associate for everything they're worth. I want to press criminal charges as well," I said. "I want them to pay for what they've done." "We can certainly explore that option," Mr. Thompson replied. "But first, let's focus on recovering your money and protecting your assets." I spent the next few weeks working with Mr. Thompson and Ava, building an airtight case. We gathered financial records, interviewed witnesses, and prepared for the inevitable confrontation. Meanwhile, I continued to play the role of the unsuspecting husband. I went to work, came home, and even feigned interest in Olivia's yoga classes. It was exhausting, but I knew it was necessary. I needed to catch them off guard. The day I decided to confront Olivia, I made dinner. Her favorite, pasta carbonara. I set the table, lit candles, and waited for her to arrive. She walked in, a bright smile on her face. "Wow, this looks amazing," she said, kissing me. "What's the occasion?" "Just wanted to do something special," I replied, my voice betraying nothing. We ate in silence for a few minutes, the only sound the clinking of forks against plates. I took a deep breath. It was time. "Olivia," I said, "there's something I need to talk to you about." Her smile faltered. "What is it?" I reached into my briefcase and pulled out the credit card statement. I slid it across the table. "Do you recognize this?" I asked. She stared at the statement, her face paling. I don't know what you're talking about." "Don't lie to me, Olivia," I said, my voice cold and hard. "This is a credit card in my name with a $75,000 balance. I never applied for it. You did." She opened her mouth to speak, but no words came out. I continued. "I know about the yacht club. I know about Greg. I know everything." Tears welled up in her eyes. "Daniel, please let me explain." "Explain what?" I said. "Explain how you forged my signature. Explain how you spent thousands of dollars on luxury items while I was working my ass off. Explain how you betrayed me with another man." She started to cry, the tears streaming down her face. "I'm so sorry," she sobbed. "I didn't mean for it to happen. It just got out of control." "Out of control," I said, my voice rising. "You committed fraud, Olivia. You stole my money. You lied to me. You cheated on me. How could you do this?" "I love you," she cried. "I still love you." "Love," I said, shaking my head in disbelief. "This isn't love, Olivia. This is theft, betrayal, and deceit." I stood up from the table, my hands shaking with anger. "I want you out of this house," I said. "I want you gone by morning, and don't even think about taking anything that isn't yours." She looked at me, her eyes filled with despair. "Where am I supposed to go?" "I don't care," I said. "Just go, and don't ever contact me again." I walked out of the room, leaving her sobbing at the table. I went to my office and called Mr. Thompson. "It's time," I said. "Let's file the lawsuit and press criminal charges." The next few months were a whirlwind of legal proceedings. Olivia and Greg tried to deny everything, but the evidence was overwhelming. The text messages, the financial records, the testimony of witnesses, it all pointed to their guilt. Olivia eventually confessed, claiming that Greg had manipulated her, that she was just a pawn in his game. Greg, of course, denied everything, but no one believed him. The judge ruled in my favor. Olivia and Greg were found guilty of fraud, conspiracy, and identity theft. They were ordered to pay me restitution for the full amount of the debt plus damages. Greg also received a hefty prison sentence. Olivia got off with probation thanks to her tearful testimony and her willingness to cooperate with the prosecution. But her reputation was ruined, her life in shambles. As for me, I was finally free. free from the lies, the deceit, and the betrayal. It had been a long and painful journey, but I had emerged stronger, wiser, and more resilient. I sold the house, started a new firm, and focused on rebuilding my life. I learned a valuable lesson about trust, about the importance of due diligence, and about the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of even the closest relationships. I also learned that I was stronger than I thought, that I could survive anything as long as I stayed true to myself and never gave up. I look back on that time with a mix of sadness and anger, but I also feel a sense of pride. I didn't let them destroy me. I fought back and I won. Now I'm designing the life I want, brick by brick, with the solid foundation of experience. And this time, I'm the only architect on the project.